Hello, I'm Dr. Sam Goldhaber, president of NATF and a cardiologist at Brigham and Women's Hospital. And today on Clot Chronicles, we're going to take a look toward the future, year 2021. I think the biggest development is going to be vaccination against the COVID virus. Now, doing a vaccination of the entire U.S. population will be quite an undertaking. And of course, in order to reduce COVID, the vaccination really has to go global. But I think we're seeing remarkable achievements in science and in partnerships between scientists and governments and industry. And I am optimistic that by the end of next year, billions with a B will have been vaccinated. There are some in the US who are against any vaccination whatsoever, but I do believe that with the proper education, former presidents pledging to be vaccinated on live TV, and sports stars making the same pledge, we will move forward. And I want to remind you that Elvis Presley, back in about 1955, agreed to take the polio vaccine, just interrupted one of his concerts to do so. So there is a precedent for getting role models, really famous people, to take the vaccine. The important point is while the world's population is getting vaccinated, we can't let down our guard. We have to continue excellent hand hygiene, and we have to continue masking and social distancing. These seem like such elementary asks, but people tend to, after time, get fatigued, and we have to guard against that in year 2021. Now, aside from COVID, which I think will be a triumph of science, there are also trials going on of novel anticoagulants which prove in preliminary tests to be potentially even safer than the direct oral anticoagulants that we currently have available. The current anticoagulants that we have available target the clotting factor 10 or thrombin, the clotting factor 2, and some of these new anticoagulants target the clotting factor 11 or clotting factor 12. And there is some preliminary evidence that with this strategy, bleeding complications from anticoagulation can be reduced even further. And stepping back a bit, I think one lesson we've learned from COVID is that our personal health, heart-healthy lifestyle, daily exercise are very important. And I believe that we'll see an increase in purchase of Peloton bikes and of exercise and of better nutrition in 2021. And that will be a long-lasting welcome change. This is Dr. Sam Goldhaber signing off from Clot Chronicles.